Get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Hello, hello. Welcome back everyone to another video on Fresh Coast 11. Today we're looking at poorly aged 80s commercials by Microsoft Sam. Now, I reacted to something similar, and it was, I think, 2000s or 1990s commercials. I don't remember. But this, we're going back a little bit further. So it'll be really interesting to see how these aged poorly. But with that being said, the original link's in the description, and let's begin.
Today, being retarded means
being fresh cut slim.
Leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school.
Make YouTube videos. Oh my word. I don't like, the word nowadays, the R word nowadays, is when you're referring to people acting stupid, not actually like the mental illness, where it's kind of like a mental handicap. That's how they're using it, but if I'm saying it nowadays, I'm saying it in regards to someone acting stupid, like a friend acting stupid or silly or whatever. You don't actually call people with disabilities this word. That's very rude.
Just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home, a supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, Mr. Rogers. What is this an ad for? This is a wild one to start off on, man. I don't think we're going to be able to top this, actually.
This is Bill Cosby.
Oh, no.
Now that everybody has told you about the dangers of doing drugs, I'd like to tell you about some
About the dangers of giving them to women in their drinks?
benefits. Just imagine yourself...
The benefits? Okay, I just learned this, but apparently Bill Cosby was actually kind of innocent. Like, he was convicted, was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison, but that was actually overturned. So, technically, legally speaking, he's still innocent.
Conscious, making a visit to a hospital emergency room, weeks in rehabilitation centers, nights in overcrowded prisons, spending more money than you can afford, ruining your health, hurting your parents, losing your loved ones, and most
That is so ironic. That is so ironic that he's saying all this as...
of all, destroying yourself.
Oh my word, this is unbelievable.
Remember what I say about doing drugs. I think you can say no.
I think he must have forgot.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46
What?
pounds. The AIDS diet plan helped me lose 28 pounds.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight.
What is this, a diet pill? What is this?
Yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy. And the appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me to lose 18 pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS?
What the frig is that? Is this what Freddie Mercury was on?
AIDS helps you lose weight without making you...
Appetite supplement candy? Interesting. Is this stuff still being sold, or is it under a different name now? It's gotta be under a different name.
jittery.
Hello, fat lovers.
Oh my gosh. I've seen this one before. This is the name of it's like a dessert in Britain, I think.
Everywhere. I've a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye fats will appeal to your whole family.
Holy crap. These are insane. This is the other video I reacted to, which is like poorly aged 90s commercials or something. That was wild, but this is so far it's on another level.
They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like fats could enjoy these.
Okay.
They live in hope. You know, that could be right.
Okay, we're just gonna move past that one.
Smile, a darky, smile for me.
Darky toothpaste gives
What did you just say?
you a cool, fresh, tingling taste.
Smile, a darky, smile
Darky smile? That seems kind of horrible.
for me.
Darky with fluoride protects your teeth for clean, brighter smiles.
Hey, yo! What? Who thought this was a good idea?
Darky toothpaste. So fresh you can feel the difference all day long.
What company thought this was a good idea to market and sell in the early, like, this isn't, we're not talking about the 60s here, or the 50s, where, you know, it may have been more societally acceptable to say such a thing. We're talking like the 80s. How is this okay?
Darky, smile for me.
Darky toothpaste.
That is wild.
This is crack.
And I'm about to take the whole thing.
Rock cocaine. It isn't glamorous or cool or kid stuff.
I don't know how people could take, this is Pee Wee Herman, is that the name? I don't know how they could take him seriously. Especially, like, because his whole thing wasn't really serious, and now he's doing this.
It's the most addictive kind of cocaine.
Was he, like, did something happen to him where he was, like, caught using or something? I have no idea.
And it can kill you. What's really bad is nobody knows how much it takes.
So let's find out.
So every time you use it, you risk dying. It isn't worth it. Look, everybody wants to be cool, but doing it with...
He just, like, puts that back away in his coat for later.
with crack isn't just wrong. It could be dead wrong.
See, I do not know what happened with Pee Wee Herman. So he might have, I have no idea if he actually was like a user or what. I have no idea. So, you know, some of those jokes I made were a bit much. I do not know the context towards what happened to him with that. Because this looks like an okay commercial. And I assume why it's in here is because he was caught doing something. But I don't know.
Introducing the advanced car with the backward name.
Isuzu. Isuzu. Ah, Isuzu.
Introducing the 81 Isuzu. It gets incredible.
Oh, Isuzu. I was wondering what he was saying.
Mileage and goes for a little over $5,900. When you make a car this good.
Wow, look at that price. This is on a new vehicle. Isn't this crazy how bad inflation is? You're talking like this to around 60,000 nowadays. Like that's what an average car nowadays is, like between 50 and 60. So you're talking a 10 times difference and a 10 times loss in buying power.
But it doesn't matter what you call it.
That's okay, kid. I can't say chivalry.
La Choi Kung Fu Theater.
La Choi for dinner?
Yes, America's favorite brand of Oriental food.
Mine too. Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, haha. Good. Intruder.
The friggin' voiceover.
Not while I'm eating La Choi.
By the way, I invited the neighbors to dinner.
Then cook more La Choi. I think they've worked up an appetite.
La Choi, America's favorite.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Though I don't know how that one aged, you know, that, I mean, I guess it's a little bit, you know, on the nose. What? What? Yo, You think Diddy had Kool-Aid at the parties?
You've got
That's such a weird ad. Wow, oh my gosh.
your sunrise. You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer
I think I've heard of this one before.
whites. Your friends, and your Johnson.
Yes, I have. That's funny. What is
Rooster tails, water trails. Your kids, and your Johnson.
and Kool-Aid?
Saturday nights, distant lights. You, your girl, and your Johnson.
That is hilarious. What are they referencing? Is that like is Johnson like a motor?
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Dang straight. When there's no one else to rely on, you got your Johnson.
Reach out and touch someone. Reach out, call up and just say hi. Reach out and touch someone.
What is this for?
Wherever you are, you're never too far. They're waiting to share your day. Reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch someone far away.
I think not. I rather me, myself, and my Johnson.
Give him a call.
Chicken McNuggets, Shanghai? Oh no.
I have come many miles from inscrutable Orient to tell you of Chicken McNugget Shanghai. You get free chopsticks with every 9 or 20-piece pack.
Holy crap, you see this? She's doing a freaking cross-eyed thing. That is horrible. Oh my word, man.
Perfect for whole family. Also get 3 different Oriental sauces: satay, black bean, and Shanghai sweet and sour.
Where's my Szechuan sauce?
With every pack. And as Confucius says, it's always a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
That's a wild one. That's pretty edgy, dude. The stereotypical stuff is crazy on that. Oh no, we're back. Round 2, boys.
1 or 2, Ken?
Mum, do I like mushrooms?
Elbows. Billy! Sorry. I'll have them. Ken?
I'm the only one who's got it.
Billy!
Look, Katie, a big ape. Hey, my
Who's a big ape?
Dad's using Xbox language.
Hey, you've got 5 seconds.
Mum, this one looks like Uncle Roy.
Get on with your meal.
Mr. Brain's Fats. A great meal all round.
That's such a crazy name. Like, what's that supposed to mean?
As a past Olympic champion, I keep myself in top physical condition. And as a professional race car driver, I keep my car in top condition too.
This is Caitlyn Jenner.
That's why I support Smog Check, California's vehicle inspection program. By the year 1987, it's estimated that Smog Check will help reduce the amount of auto pollution in the air by as much as 25%. That'll help us all breathe a lot easier. And when your car is producing less pollution, it's probably getting better gas mileage and performing better.
And when there's less pollution in the air, you know, it also makes it so you can see people before you hit them.
The average cost of a Smog Check inspection is only $20. If your vehicle does need repair and the smog
If you don't know what that's referencing, you can look into Caitlyn Jenner.
Equipment has not been tampered with, you will not be required to spend more than $50 on repairs. Call this toll-free number for more information about Smog Check. Be good to yourself and to your car.
Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. This is a wild one. I think this is a lot crazier than the last one that I reacted to, which I think was the 90s commercials. This was a lot more like edgy, I think, or this is well, poorly aged, that's for sure. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. Make sure you go subscribe to Microsoft Sam if you're new and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.